Hello, fabulous cello students. This is a practice video for the Twinkle theme starting on open D. And this is for the second and third cello parts. And the violins also have second and third violin parts, which are actually the same as yours, just an octave higher on their instrument. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through both parts. And then I'll do a little playthrough with the backing track, which I am sending you also. So when you're at home, you can practice with that as well. The second cello part has some slurs. It also has an extended fourth finger. So make sure you work with your teacher on getting a nice form of your left hand so you can get that extended fourth finger for the C sharp. The C sharp on the G string. That'll be an extended fourth finger. There are a couple of slurs. So the way I've arranged this little trio for us is that everybody, no matter what part they're playing, if they're playing the regular Twinkle theme or the second part or the third part, that our bowings will always be doing the same thing. Our bows will all be going down together. They'll all be going up together. When one part has a half note, another part might have two slurred quarter notes. So either way, we're still giving two counts to that bowing. All right, so here's the second. I've got my mini cello viola. I have to teach my fingers where to go. So make sure you do the same thing. Whenever you start to play, make sure that you've got your thumb in its special spot. Some of you have little stickers or little pads for your thumb to remind it where to go. And make sure you place your thumb in your first finger so you have a nice frame of the left hand. Okay, so the second violin part, second cello. See, I'm still in violin brain. I'm playing a viola, talking about cellos. So on the D string, you start on open D. You have an F sharp, finger 3, finger 4, and here's your slur and a down bow. And there are no circles in this. You just keep, if you do a down bow, the next bow is going to be up. Prepare your high 4 on the G string. Make sure it's nice and in tune. Then it goes on to F sharp, second line. Prepare your high 4, extended 4, 3. While you're playing open D, prepare that extended fourth finger. Here's your slur again. Prepare your high 4. In the violin world, we say high 4 or high 3, and sometimes it's also called extended. So if I ever say high 4 or extended 4, I mean the same thing. All right, and in the third cello part, is probably the easiest because you have lots and lots of open strings and very few fingers to be thinking about. But you're going to be providing the lowest notes of the piece. And whenever we have the bigger instruments playing the lowest piece on our lowest strings, that means we're providing harmonic support for the rest of the group. So it starts on D. We have 4 Ds. Go down to G. D half note. Open D half note. And so if you're playing the third cello part, and if someone else in the orchestra is playing the third violin part, you're actually going to be playing the same notes. Right? Same with second cello. If you're playing second cello part, then the second violin part is playing the same as you. So what I'm going to do next is play Twinkle theme through 2 times. The first time I'm going to play the second cello part, and the second time I'm going to play the third cello part. All right. There's 6 clicks and then a piano introduction. So we'll just wait for the introduction. Ready, go. Together. That was my son walking in the door with groceries, which is always a good sign. Now here's the third cello part. Wait for the introduction. Open D. Ready, go. Just a couple things before we finish up the video. The first thing is, you may have noticed in the third cello part and the second line that a couple of the notes sounded like they didn't fit, like they were maybe wrong notes. And that is because when I made this backing track, it actually had a little different chord in it than what we're actually going to be playing. So I am going to be remaking that backing track, and we'll be performing with that, practicing and performing with that. So until now, just follow the notes that are on the page. Ask your teacher to help you. Ask your parents to help you. You can write in finger numbers if that helps you in your music. But absolutely follow the music on the page, even if a couple notes sound a little funny. The second important thing to know is that every time our group learns a piece and performs, we will always perform from memory. That means you're not going to be using the music. So all the music that we learn together in orchestra is to be memorized. So use your music as much as you need to. And then when you're practicing, practice it with the music and without the music, with the music and without the music, and see if you can do more often without the music so it gets into your long-term memory in your brain. And then we'll all be able to play, when we're playing from memory, we are better listeners, and we're better at following and watching and matching our bow strokes. Okay, so have fun practicing your second and third parts for the Twinkle, and I'll see you on Saturday.